Okay, so first off, I apologize for the opening to last video where I clipped a bunch, and throughout the video where I clipped a bunch. I'm still getting used to all this new equipment, and I didn't set everything up properly. I thought I needed the gain higher than it was, so I set it higher so that, you know, the microphone could hear me and all that. So this is more the game I was expecting. This looks medieval-ish. And this is apparently set 1,000+ years in the future from the scene that we saw in the first video. So I'm unclear of how all of that connects, but I'm sure it will. So we are actually named. The character I got to name was me, at least this guy, who may or may not be the same guy as the last guy. Maybe that was just a dream. I mean, our daughter here was just talking about the dream she had, and she appears to be sick, just like the girl in the dream. And also looks the same and is named the same. So they're connected somehow. We know that much. This isn't a side scroller, is it now? No, okay. So it looks like in houses, it'll be a side scroller, but otherwise not. So we've got a kind of free running environment. Okay, we can save at mailboxes. We're going to do that, but I'll cut out the actual, like, saving bits just to save a bit of time. So if it looks a little awkward, that's why. So I just saved there. As usual, I'm doing this post-commentary, although now with this new setup, I actually think I could do it during. I think it's now to a point that I could do it. I'm not going to for this series just because there's a lot of cutting out I want to do of like save points, and I'm going to cut out the loading screens, of which there are many, many, many. Like every time you enter or exit a building like this one, that's a loading screen. We just cut that out. We saved 10 seconds maybe. Can we climb ladder? I know we have to go up top. No. Okay, we'll climb up here. Not that ladder. Anything up here? Sometimes there's goodies up here. Like, I don't know specifically about this game if there are goodies up here, but just, you know, in places you're not supposed to be, developers will put goodies. And I like goodies. Popula. She seems pleasant. She asked about our daughter. I assume she's the head librarian, perhaps, considering she's at the library in an office. I'm hoping this will be enough time for people to read stuff. I read pretty quickly, so I tend to skip through it all. Not all of the game is voiced, but some of these parts are. I'm gonna, obviously, if it's voiced, let it play. If not, I'll go. Okay, so she's given us a task. We have to go get some mutton and also get some medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs are basically potions in this game. And mutton, I think we can just sell. I don't know if it can be used for anything other than that, but it's what we're going to acquire here. It's more tutorializing. But the tutorial shouldn't be too bad in this game, I would hope. It does appear like we don't have any magic abilities now, though. Our health bar, I think, looks a bit smaller. Perhaps it's not, but it looks smaller. And the blue bar, the mana bar in the top right corner, is gone. So we basically just looks like we have our sword attack. So hey, who's that? Is that our daughter? How did she get here? Why would she do that? She's supposed to stay in bed. She's sick. I mean, you asked us to bring you a book, and in fairness, we haven't got one yet, but we're also going to come back here after we get some mutton and medicinal herbs. All that fun stuff. I do like when you go into a building, it's black. When you come out of the building, it's white. It's like, you know, because of the sun, the brightness, whatever. And when you go inside, it's darker. I think that's a cool thing for the loading screens. It's just me. It's just a nice touch, a nice little bit of polish on a game that didn't really need that kind of thing. I think it was a relatively speaking, low budget production. And that's just just a small thing they didn't have to do. They could have just had them all be the same, but they did it, and it's cool. So yeah, our village is not in great shape, and also there are monsters called shades. That's not cool. This village reminds me of the Dark Cloud village, probably because I haven't played Dark Cloud in over a decade, but it just kind of reminds me of that. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I don't even know what Dark Cloud is anymore. There's less building in this one. That's for sure. I don't think you actually get to build buildings in this game. Wow, it takes 4 hits to kill it. Okay, and we can loot bodies. So I wasn't wrong before when I tried to loot a body. It's just that thing didn't have anything to loot. Alright, let's go practice killing some more of these guys. 4 hits is... That's a lot of hits to kill these things. I don't really like that. Oh, and it... Okay. Why was that one aggro, though? Like... Did it see me kill the other ones? It's not running. I don't know why it struck back already. I think that's unfair of it. Okay, that's enough. Cool. I'm glad it told me, otherwise I was going to murder all of these animals. They're sheeps, right? I know sheeps isn't the proper plural, but I'm calling them sheeps anyway. These guys are only slightly harder than it is to kill sheep. Okay, we got a rolling move, which we know about. Are they even going to attack me? I tried blocking, but like, it didn't seem to matter. We ran out of... We don't have a stamina bar, but sometimes you just kind of stop attacking because you're like reached the end of your combo, I guess. Cool, we leveled up also. We killed enough sheep and shades to level up. We're back to level 2 now, so I don't know what that first bit was about. But we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. Usually they don't just throw things in like that for no reason. I like how we have a little mini-map with an X, always pointing us in the right direction. I assume one of these is the shopkeeper. Is it you, sir? Is it you, ma'am? It's not you, ma'am. What about you? He's the one who wanted the mutton. What are you going to give us? 600 gold for 3 muttons. 3? 4? How many did I kill? You're going to see me jump before talking to a lot of people in this game. More than likely. Because the button to talk to people is circle. Jump is X. Even though I'm much more used to pressing X to interact with things. So that's why. Let's see what's over here. Doesn't look like anything. There's a fountain. There's guards. I don't know what the guards are there for. There's like no crime or anything in this city, and everyone's really pleasant. Just jump over there. Let's go talk to Popala. I'm sure there's a faster way to move. I wonder if rolling is actually faster. We're going to experiment with that at some point. There's a lot of games, running is not the fastest way to move. Okay, they are sheep. Good. I got it right. They're not really that tough. I mean, 4 hits with a sword and they died. But on the other hand, it shouldn't take 4 hits. Jump. No fall damage. I hope there's no fall damage in this game. Because I like jumping off things. Jumping off things is fun. So far, so good. Alright, let's, yeah, we can go talk to her before we save. That'll be okay. Head upstairs to our daughter's room. This is a cool look. I like the aesthetic of our house. A big pink goat. Okay, so it wasn't her dream. Maybe it's our dream. It's entirely possible. Okay, so there's a lunar tier. That sounds like a flower. And it is magical, maybe. Or maybe that's just a lie. I mean, we tell children lies all the time. Part of the fun part of being an adult.